Well, this past week, members of Oklahoma's Aerospace Alliance crisscrossed the state promoting an industry that is responsible for 1 in every 10 jobs in Oklahoma. Earlier, I had a chance to visit with the leaders of the Alliance here in our studio. Well, joining me here in studio is Mary Smith, the Executive Director of Oklahoma Aerospace Alliance, and Rachel Hutchings, who is Chair of their Board of Directors. Well, Mary, let's go ahead and start off with you and give us some idea of just how large this industry is.
Oklahoma's aerospace industry is one of the largest economic sectors in the state, with about 143,000 jobs in our state. Those jobs are high-paying jobs, about twice the annual average salary of the state, jobs we want to attract and retain.
And every time we talk about jobs here in Oklahoma, when it comes to aerospace, I always hear the letters M, R, and O. What do those stand for, Rachel?
MRO is maintenance, repair, and overhaul of aircraft or aerospace components. It's actually the largest sector of the industry in our state, with the largest MRO commercial base in Tulsa at American Airlines and the largest military installation for MRO at Tinker Air Force Base. So when you talk about MRO, it really represents the largest industry sector for aerospace in the state.
I want to expand a little bit about something you said, Mary, that these are very well-paying jobs, but they're also very skilled jobs, which require some skills training.
They are. I mean, for example, we have a big demand in the aerospace industry in Oklahoma for engineers, but we also have other skilled positions, A&P mechanics, welding, sheet metal. Rachel's our expert when it comes to workforce, seriously. You talk about the different skills we need in addition to that big engineering chunk that we're always concerned about.
So, Rachel, what are the skills that we need in our workforce today?
Today, our largest certification that's recognized nationally is the A&P, which is Airframe and Power Plant. But as we have emerging technologies, new aircraft coming out, we have a large need for composites and avionics training. There really isn't a certification that's on a nationwide level just for those two areas. So when you're looking at our aging population that's working and the pipeline that's coming up, it's really important that we focus on that composites and avionics, kind of the next generation of aircraft that are coming out that will sustain the state. That leads me to a product that the OAA has that's called MRO University. It's really a program to procure training as needed by the industry and led by the industry. So when you have areas like manager supervisor training that's frontline, when you're promoting your employees, it's going from a peer-to-peer relationship to an actual leadership position. Our industry needs some help there, so MRO University will go out and procure training that will help our industry do that. We also have CATIA training coming up, which is actually the program, the engineering program that Boeing and Airbus uses to manufacture aircraft. So it only makes sense for our engineering departments here to also be using CATIA training and be up to speed on the latest version of that. That's also another product offering of MRO University. So when you're talking about existing workforce and the upcoming workforce skills and training, that's really where we need to take the lead.
Well, Mary, we've been talking quite a bit about the OAA. Tell us a little bit about what the Oklahoma Aerospace Alliance actually is.
The Oklahoma Aerospace Alliance is the state's industry association. We represent aerospace. We have about 350 member companies. The organization was created to serve several needs the industry talked about over the last couple of years. For example, they need a reason or a way to get together for organized networking to talk about challenges, solutions. Most of the time, the companies in Oklahoma are fairly small, and their CEO might also be running something in the machine shop. He doesn't have time to think about how he can take care of workforce issues in the future. So getting our companies together for organized networking opportunities for business development as well as solving challenges. They also have told us they want us to help them have a channel, a legitimate open channel to education and training, to the media, to the general public when they need a voice. So the industry association supplies those needs.
And these are jobs that are spread all across the state?
That's right. We always say from the Panhandle to the southeast corner of Oklahoma.
Now, this was National Aerospace Week. Tell us a little bit about what went on.
It was a great week. A year ago, the Aerospace Industries Association, which is a national aerospace industry association, created National Aerospace Week in a way to celebrate, recognize the importance of the industry to the economy of the United States. And we, of course, jumped in with what we'd like to talk about is Oklahoma's, I say, largest industry sector. So this week we have had an amazing array of things. Rachel, starting with Monday, and want to run us through?
Right, on Monday we had a little bit of a media tour. On Tuesday we had our general membership meeting. What was so important about it being this time of the year was we have a gubernatorial race going on. So we got to invite our candidates in to talk to our general membership, have a little forum about aerospace where they could have a little bit of one-on-one with the candidates to find out their thoughts on aerospace, which fortunately both are huge supporters, and it was a great event. We wrapped the week up with several of our industry tours. We had some tours at American, we had some tours at Air Inc. here in Oklahoma City. We really kind of opened up our doors so people could come in and see what we do, which is huge. You know, when you're looking at the aerospace industry, it's really great to go into a place like American Airlines and see the huge planes and see how we repair them and we work on them. And it really gives a great charge for our state in regards to aerospace and the industry as a whole.
Yeah, well, certainly an exciting time for the industry, but also an exciting time for our state's economy.
Oh, absolutely. This industry has its ups and downs, and I don't mean to be cliche, it does. But one of the things that we've had for well over 50 years, American certainly has been in Tulsa for over 50 years, but for about 100 years, aerospace and aviation has been a big deal in Oklahoma. It will continue to be a big deal in Oklahoma. We just need to make sure as an industry association we speak to the public officials, we need to the general public, so that we can keep the industry strong.
Mary Smith, Rachel Hutchings, thank you both.
Thank you.